8 hours. You did everything right. You went to bed at a reasonable time, you did not stay up too late, you gave your body the full recommended amount of sleep. And you are sitting here right now, reading this, wondering why you still feel like you have not slept at all. The answer is not that 8 hours is not enough. The answer is that 8 hours of sleep and 8 hours of rest are not the same thing. And for most people living in the world today, that difference is everything. Sleep is something your body does. It is a biological process, a set of physical events that happen to you whether you are conscious of them or not. Your muscles relax, your heart rate slows, your cells repair themselves, your immune system gets to work. Your body does what it is designed to do when it is finally given the chance to do it without interference. That part works. That part has always worked. Your body knows how to sleep. But your mind is a different story entirely, because your mind does not have a sleep mode the way your body does. It has something closer to a standby mode, a lower level of activity that still runs in the background, still processes, still holds things in place. Scientists call it the default mode network. It is the part of your brain that activates not when you are focused on something, but when you are not, when you are lying in bed, when you are drifting off, when you are supposed to be resting. The default mode network is where your brain goes to think about yourself, to replay the past, to imagine the future, to turn over the things that are unresolved and the things that are uncertain and the things that simply refuse to be quiet. And this is the thing nobody tells you. For many people, especially people who carry a lot, who think deeply, who have minds that are never quite at ease, the default mode network never really gets to rest either. Because the moment you stop giving your brain something external to focus on, it immediately turns inward. And inward is where it all lives. The worry you managed to push aside during the day, the decision you have been avoiding, the conversation that did not go the way it should have, the future that feels uncertain, and the past that still stings in ways you haven't fully processed. All of it is in there, waiting. And the moment you get quiet, it starts talking. This is why so many people lie in bed unable to fall asleep even when they are exhausted. This is why so many people wake up in the middle of the night and find their mind already running, already 3 steps into something they do not want to be thinking about at 3 a.m. This is why so many people sleep a full 8 hours and wake up feeling like they barely rested at all, because on some level they did not. Their body rested, their mind worked overtime. And here's where it gets more complicated. Even the sleep you do get is affected by the state of your mind when you go to bed. Sleep is not one thing, it's a cycle of stages, each one serving a different function, and the quality of that cycle, particularly the deeper, more restorative stages, is directly influenced by how activated your nervous system is when you close your eyes. If you go to bed tense, worried, stimulated, or mentally churning, which is the default state for most modern adults, your body might sleep, but it will not move through those deeper stages as fully or as freely as it should. You will spend more time in lighter sleep, you will wake more easily, and you will surface in the morning having technically slept through the night, but having missed a significant portion of what sleep is actually supposed to do. And then the morning comes, and before you are even fully conscious, before you've had the chance to ease into awareness, you reach for your phone. Which is not a criticism, it's just what people do. It's what the phone is designed to make you do. And from that first moment of reaching for the screen, your mind is back at full activation, processing news, processing notifications, processing the social comparison, the mild anxiety, the low-grade emotional reaction to 100 different inputs before you've had a single sip of water. And any chance that the sleep you just got had of actually restoring your mental reserves is effectively canceled within the first 5 minutes of being awake. This is the cycle most people are living in, and it is not a failure of discipline or character or effort. It is a structural problem. It is what happens when the demands of modern life consistently exceed what the human mind was built to process, and when the tools that are supposed to help us rest end up being the very things that prevent real rest from ever happening. Physical rest and mental rest require completely different things, and understanding that difference, really understanding it, is the first step toward actually breaking the cycle. Because you cannot fix something by addressing the wrong cause. And for most people, sleep is not the cause. What comes before it, during it, and after it is. What mental rest actually looks like, and why most of what people call rest is not rest at all, is exactly where we need to go next. Most people think rest means not doing anything. Lying on the couch, watching something, scrolling, being still. And while the body might be still in those moments, the mind is absolutely not. In fact, some of the most mentally activating things a person can do involve lying completely still while staring at a screen. And most people do exactly that for several hours every single evening and call it unwinding. True mental rest is not the absence of activity. It is the absence of demand. It is giving your mind a space where nothing is required of it. No processing, no evaluating, no reacting, no comparing, no planning, just being without an agenda. And for most modern people, that experience is increasingly rare because even the moments that should be quiet are filled. The commute has a podcast, the walk has music, the meal has a screen, the last 20 minutes before sleep has the phone. There is almost no moment in the average day where the mind is given permission to simply wander without being fed something to consume and respond to. This matters because wandering, genuinely undirected mental wandering, is not laziness. It is actually one of the most important things a brain can do. When the mind is allowed to drift without input, it begins to do something that psychologists call consolidation. It quietly sorts through the experiences of the day, files what matters, releases what does not, and makes the kinds of connections and realizations that never happen when the brain is locked onto an external task. This is why people have their best ideas in the shower, on a walk, or in those half-awake moments before sleep. Not because those are magical places, but because they are some of the only times the brain is finally free to do what it actually needs to do. So what does real mental rest actually look like? It looks different for different people, but the principle is always the same. It involves removing input and removing demand. Walking without a destination or a podcast, sitting outside without your phone, doing something with your hands that is simple enough to be automatic, gardening, cooking, drawing, that occupies just enough of the surface mind to keep it from spiraling while leaving the deeper parts free to breathe. It looks like being genuinely bored sometimes and not immediately reaching for something to fill the boredom. Because boredom is not a problem to be solved, it is the beginning of recovery. There's also something that the research is increasingly clear about, and that most lifestyle advice still underestimates. Time in natural environments, not as exercise, not as a fitness goal, just as presence, has a measurable and significant effect on the nervous system. Not because nature is pleasant, though it often is, but because it is one of the only environments the human brain does not have to work to process. It evolved in it. It knows it. And being in it, genuinely in it, not photographing it or narrating it, allows something in the nervous system to settle in a way that almost nothing else does. You cannot think your way out of mental exhaustion. You cannot optimize your way out of it. You cannot meditate perfectly or take the right supplements or build the perfect morning routine and expect it to fix a brain that never actually gets to stop. The fix is simpler and harder than all of that. It is giving your mind what it has been asking for all along. Not more sleep, but actual rest. The kind that does not involve a screen, the kind that produces nothing, the kind that your brain recognizes on some deep level as the thing it has been waiting for. Your mind has been carrying a weight that most people never acknowledge and very few people ever put down. Tonight, you took the first step toward understanding where it actually comes from. That matters more than it might feel like it does right now. Subscribe, because this is exactly the kind of conversation this channel was built for. The honest ones, the ones that explain what's actually happening inside you and what to actually do about it. There is more here for you.